Hello everybody, it's time to do my winter sowing. I've procrastinated long enough. Love to do it outside. I could do it outside today, it's a bit windy though. I'm just going to do it inside. I'm going to get it done. This is always the problem. I had great enthusiasm for this at the end of the summer when I was thinking, oh, I could have done with some more plants this year. And then it comes to winter. Anyway, I've got the stuff. I've been saving my milk jugs, as you know, and I've been experimenting a little bit with different tools and so on. So I'll just show you how I got started. First of all, what I've actually got seed-wise. My top contenders that I'm probably going to start with today is Rudbeckia, which is a half-hardy perennial. So I don't really know if that's okay. Salvia is definitely okay. It's a perennial. Oxeye daisy is a perennial. Verbena is a perennial, I think. Geranium, it'd be wonderful if I could get a few free plants, well, just for the price of seeds for geranium, though I imagine they're going to take a few years to get big. And Nicotiana, which is a half-hardy annual. Those are my top contenders. And then some others which I got more like on a whim when I was ordering, you know how you do. I got Antirrhinum, Aquilegia, poppies, viola, a rock rose. Goodness knows whether I will actually get around to planting that. Sowing that. And miniature roses, growing roses from seed. And that's not a huge priority with me, so this was a bit of a whim. And something called meadow sweet aspirin plant. I think that was definitely a whim. So those are like the second wave of seeds. Can't get too many in the small containers I've got. In a lot of the videos on YouTube have got these huge water containers. I haven't got any of those. Only the smallish milk jugs. So here's the ones I've been saving. This sort of size milk jug. And I also saved some of these. These were lemonade bottles, though I'm finding these are harder to make holes in. This is my discovery. This is a little initial tryout before I did the video. So, as I understand it, the first step is you need to have some compost. Now, in a lot of the videos which are made in America, they call it potting mix or potting compost. As I understand it, here in the UK, we just call that multi-purpose compost. What you don't need to do is to use seed compost, because that doesn't provide the moisture retention and the food in it, which it needs to go from a seed to a plant. This is my understanding anyway. If I've got some very fine seeds, I might add some of that in, maybe I'm thinking I don't know. So step one is to get together some moist compost. And you could use a big bucket or a wheelbarrow or something if you were doing this outside. I've got this great container which I got for Christmas. Gotta give it a try. Okay, so here's my compost. Oh, it's already made a mess. Look at that. I've got the tarpaulin out there. Should really be doing this outside. But it's so much easier to do it inside and do the video as well. Yeah. It's Tuesday here today, Tuesday morning. And I'm teaching at Dunblane this evening. Looking forward to that. Okay, so moistening the compost. Add some water. Now, as I understand from the video I just watched, you don't want it too wet. I may have already put too much in, but you want it so that it sticks together but doesn't actually, there's no dripping once you pick it up. And we will be leaving the tops of the bottles as we put them outside, so they'll get a certain amount of moisture coming through, and we certainly get plenty of wetness usually in Scotland, don't we? So maybe not too much of a problem. So yeah. So I'm picking it up. Does it hold together? Yeah. That bit's wetter than the other. So just mix it up a bit more, maybe. Maybe just add a touch. Great. Lovely. So I'm just going to go wash my hands. Milk container. And I've tried various things for cutting them up. I'm just going to start with kitchen scissors, which I found are definitely possible. And where did I put the scissors? Oh, here they are. Right, so I started off with a pair that didn't have a pointed end, and they were a failure. So some kind of kitchen scissors with a pointed end. And this is doable. I think it's slightly easier with a sort of a razor cutting tool, which I've just liberated from my husband's toolbox, he's out. But I'm not going to use this to begin with. I'm actually more comfortable with the scissors. And you need some kind of tape to do it up with, packing tape, that sort of thing. See-through would be wonderful. I probably haven't got any see-through. And some marker pens. So let's just experiment now with the cutting. The first thing you need to do is to make some holes in the bottom. I found this a little bit harder than I expected, and I do end up with kind of slits. The thing kind of squishes, but if I hold it on the corner, I can actually get the scissors in. There we are, there's another one. And you see, it's very, very bright, isn't it? Let's turn the contrast down, video contrast down. There we are, might be better now. Okay, still not sure you can see. Oh, there we are. I'll draw the curtain back a bit. So, can you see that I'm ending up with a sort of a long slit instead of a hole, because the scissors go in like that. So I think that's going to be all right. 3 or 4 at the bottom, and then we want some along the top as well. Careful with the fingers, Susan. There we are, it's possible there. And another one there. These are nice and soft, these milk containers, not too hard. Found the lemonade bottle a lot harder. Then the next thing you need to do, having made the drainage holes first is the rule, is to cut the middle, leaving a hinge portion. And the advice is to have the hinge where the handle is. So I'm going to start there, stick the scissors in, and I'm going to cut around like this. So I come back to where I started at the hinge, and then here we have a container. I need to just cut that a bit more. No. Open it out a bit. gloves on, I think. I'll just use the scoop. Okay, so some of this nice compost into the container. So damp it down a bit. Get a bit more in maybe. Lovely. Okay, so first seed packet is going to be, I think, oxeye daisy. And it says cover with 3 millimeters of compost. Doesn't say how deep, so not very deep at all, I think, is the answer with these. These are from Sutton Seeds, by the way. I like to order from Sutton's because they're in Torquay, where I originally came from when I was born and grew up. Torquay in Devon. Can't open the packet though. Okay, I'll open it from the bottom. And up with seeds everywhere, probably. Maybe there's an inner packet. Hopefully there is an inner packet. Yeah, there was an inner packet, look at that. Goodness me. Right. Let's see what these look like. Teeny tiny things. Yeah, like little bits of straw. Goodness me. Can you see that? Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to put trying to get one at a time. It's very difficult. Hard to believe that anything will come from this. Yeah, I can see them now that they're sprinkled onto the soil. Okay, so then I'm going to possibly use the seed compost to sprinkle over the top. How about that as an idea? Just a bit easier maybe. You don't have any to hand, I don't think it matters. A bit finer, not that much finer though. All lumpy. Goodness knows. I really don't know what I'm doing. One of you is more experienced than me with this kind of thing. Great, so first one, now I need to tape it up. The video I just watched from Garden Answers used not clear, but I'm just going to use this. We've got some of this left. Right. Great. Labelling. So I'm going to go for double labelling. I'm going to put, because I've heard from some containers, some videos, that labelling is like a big issue. So I'm going to put a label inside and I'm going to write on the outside as well. I'm probably going to run out of labels now. Anyway, do what I can. So this is ox-eye daisy. Ox-eye daisy. winter sowing, February 8th, 2022. Put that in there. I'll put that next to the hinge there, and then I'll do it up with packing tape. It's a bit tricky because it's not straight. Sticks so well. There we are. That one there. Try and get that to meet. And that's the end of the clear packing tape. So the next one is going to be, so you want something, as I understand, something that's will let the light through. Doesn't matter if it's opaque like this, but just a bit of packing tape around the middle won't make much difference. So I'm going to write with this. This is a garden marker pen. You could also use a big marker pen. Yeah? Oh, Daisy. Daisy. Right. Number one, done. Okay, so I will now show you, here's one I did earlier, the difference with this. So I'm going to see if I can use this on the lemonade. So I can make holes with this on in the lemonade bottle. I tried and tried with the scissors. No, it doesn't work. Can I make holes in the bottom? It's still quite difficult. So I can get somebody else to do that. But that is really hard. So for me, the lemonade bottles are a little bit of a failure. I haven't got that many of them anyway, so yeah, I'm going to put that to the side. So let's just see the difference using the cutter with this. So first of all, start with drainage holes. 1, 2, 3, goes quicker, and then start on the handle. And a bit crookedy, never mind. There we are. Handle's open. A bit more. Okay, let's put some soil in. There we are. Soil there. And I'll come back later and do the rest of some more of the oxide daisy, maybe not all of them, but the other one I'll do on camera is the salvia, I think. So I'm going to open the packet at the bottom. and trust that there is actually an inner packet. So this is also from Sutton's. Oh, this is the hardest bit, opening the seed packets. Yeah, here's the inner packet. Okay, these sound a bit more solid. I'm also going to write on the outside of this so don't get mixed up. Leaning that against there. Salvia. Just in case. Okay, salvia. Let's see what these are like. Yeah, these are more distinct type spots. Should be easy to get into individual things. If you can see. There we go. Right. So, salvia. There we go. Right, so I'll leave it there, and I hope you will let me know which seeds you are going to plant or have planted, and then I will show you in the next video me putting the pots outside, and we'll have a look at them in a few weeks' time. The beautiful thing about this technique is that it hardens the seeds off naturally as they would grow in the ground. And if you actually have anything which needs that little that special technique where you like a sweet pea, you don't need to do that with this system because it's going out in the cold anyway. So good luck. Let me know what you've done and how you get on with your milk bottles or whatever it is you use. A large container of cooking oil for cooking oil might also be an option. Okay, good luck. Hi, with the help of my son, I've just discovered that you can make drainage holes in the lemonade bottle if you don't do it right at the bottom. If you do it up here, you obviously need a tool like this, but it is possible in this section here, though still not that easy. Okay, here's showing you where I'm going to put my containers. Just 2 done so far. This is a sheltered spot where they won't fall over, and it gets sun when there is sun in the winter most of the morning. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I can keep an eye at this from my bedroom window, but it's not like the main part of the garden. So more bottles will be added in the next hour or two, and I will leave it there. As you can see, the tops are off.